I don't.
Big Boy Did It.
What the fuck
You
is
never
that
saw
from?
the Dick Tracy movie?
Damn, that's
Wow.
That's old.
Big Boy Did It.
That's old, Len.
Dang, bro.
I did watch it. Why do I feel like Madonna's attached to that movie?
Because she's in it.
She's in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Warren
yeah.
Beatty's in it.
Yeah.
Madonna's in it. Al Pacino's in it.
Hold up, Al Pacino
Wow,
in the
dog.
Dick Tracy movie.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Chad, you remember the Dick Tracy movie? Yeah.
Damn,
Big
that
Boy
shit-
Did It. Big Boy Did It.
See, look, they're showing
Big Boy
their
Did It.
age gap.
Yeah, you old.
I seen it.
Ken, you remember the Dick Tracy? See, thank you.
Bunch of old bunch of old heads.
Original
up
comic
Dick
book
Tracy.
movies.
In that movie though, didn't they, why do I feel like wasn't there animation in that too, or was it like black
No.
and white?
No. It was in color. It just took place in that like 40s like era, like that old Batman Dick Tracy era, basically.
But why did I feel? Well, I guess no. I'm thinking of what's that Brad Pitt movie? Cool World.
Cool World. I don't
Yeah.
think I ever watched that one.
Nah, remember it's like animated kind of. It was kind of like Roger Rabbit, but like way crazier. It wasn't like a kid's.
I remember the movie somewhat.
that was
but
like one
I
of
don't
Brad
really
Pitt's
watch it.
first like situations right there.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you don't remember Cool
I
World?
remember the title. I don't remember the movie.
Yeah, I remember there was like this animated chick, and like that movie was all over the place.
I'm gonna watch it real quick.
You mean
Hold up.
Jessica Rabbit?
Nah, it was but it was like the adult version. Man, you remember when they did Patty Cake and that shit was obscene, bro?
Yes.
I remember as a kid, like I don't know if I should be watching this shit.
Oh yeah, I do.
Remember Cool World?
I do kind of remember that, bro. That's a trip.
I don't think I ever watched that.
Yeah, it was like kind of animated, but it was like an adult version of
Yeah.
Roger
Who
Rabbit.
Framed Roger Rabbit,
Got you.
That's
which
crazy.
is an adult version of itself, realistically, bro. When homeboy like gets smashed to smithereens,
Yeah.
Doc.
Yeah.
When they fucking
When they roll him,
when he gets
they
rolled
smash him?
over, bro, and he's
Yeah.
flat as a pancake,
Yeah.
dog.
I mean-
Whenever he gets Aaron freaked out. I didn't realize.
Oh,
I
when they
watched
blew
it a
him back
bunch of-
up?
No. Aaron freaked out when he got the little tune shoe.
Oh yeah,
And he put him in the dip.
Yeah.
Aaron was like, I ain't trying to watch this shit. What the hell are we watching? Yeah.
That's crazy because he
I know.
watches all kinds.
He watches
of
crazy
madness,
shit.
man.
I know. I agree with you. Yeah, he was like, nah. But it's weird though. Like
cartoon shoe, he
certain
was like,
stuff. You know what?
no.
Another movie that he doesn't really rock with that scares him is Monster House.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And it's animated, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's where it strikes his fear
That's where he
chord.
draws a line.
Yeah, it's the
It's
animated.
all. Yeah, he knows it's fake.
Yeah, so it's scarier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, bro.
That's funny, dude.
It was a trip, to have him out there in Cali now at his age. He was able to like ride more stuff than he could last year
Yeah.
or the times before. And we get to Universal Studios and we get to the Jurassic World, and he loves Jurassic Park. So I thought he's gonna want to ride this for sure. He walked up and said, nope, absolutely not. And I'm glad he didn't ride it because I feel like it would have fucked him up for the rest of the rides.
Oh, really?
Because that one was pretty gnarly, Doug. It
Is
was
this the same OG one?
nah, they redid it. This is the Jurassic World now.
So where did you end up going? Where was
Universal
it?
Studios.
Universal Studios. That's
Yeah.
What it was.
So that was the first ride. Well, first we went straight to Super Mario World, which was fucking sick.
Mario
bro.
was okay.
Bro, you go through the tube and you go doo 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 like the Mario game.
Yeah.
I was like a little kid again, dog. Yeah, I was like a little kid again, bro. I'm like, look, it was completely immersive. Immersive? Yeah. Immersive.
Immersive. Yeah.
It was completely immersive. It felt like you were in the fucking world, bro. You have the Goombas going back and forth, bro. You got the tubes and shit. So I'm geeked up, right? There's only one fucking ride up in that bitch, bro. It's all the way down at the end of the park. There's one ride and the shit was broken.
Oh no.
So outside of, wow, this is amazing, like the initial, like, holy shit, I'm in a fucking Mario level, I was like, God, man, we gotta get the fuck out of here because there's like a bajillion people in there.
Oh yeah.
And it was hotter than fuck, dog.
There was no.
So they give you these wristbands, right? And there's, the coins and like the blocks and shit in the game. You go and you hit them, boom, boom, and you collect all the coins and you do all this cool shit. So like, if you're like really little and you spend an extra $60 or $40 to $60 on another wristband,
That's it.
You could collect coins, right? But there's one ride, it didn't work, so that was pretty disappointing.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, but it was cool inside of it. But Aaron, we went because I thought he was gonna want to ride it for sure because he loves Jurassic Park. I'm glad he didn't though because it's like the log ride at Uncle Cliff's.
Yeah.
It's like a water ride, right?
Yeah.
So, but they added the new dinosaurs. So right when you get to the top of it, you climb up high as fuck, and you get to the top of it, and that big dinosaur from the Jurassic World and the T-Rex, like they both converge at the same time, and then you just drop.
Right.
Aaron would have been done. Because I think he has PTSD from last year when we took him to the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, a.k.a. the elevator ride. What was it used to be called?
The Tower.
The Tower of Terror.
Tower, yeah.
Same shit, just Guardians of the Galaxy.
You don't think it's all the horror movies that you show him?
No, probably not, because he doesn't watch them anymore. Well, you'd think that he would want to do it, right? And he doesn't really watch horror movies anymore. I think it was from that ride, because he was like super excited. He had no idea what he was in for.
Yeah.
And that shit shut us up and just fucking dropped us down, bro.
And he was like,
after that, he's like, I ain't trusting none of these motherfuckers. They took me in here like
said it
I
was gonna be fun. That wasn't fun.
It was not fun. Fuck this. So he didn't write it. And then I was like, nah, let's do the Transformers ride. Because it was all like on the back end of the park. So we get in the Transformers ride, and he was freaked out, but he fucking loved it. Have you ever been to Universal Studios before, Leonard?
Yeah, but it's been many years now.
But you know how like they do like the like 3D, like submersive, like screens around. So it's still like that, right? Most of the rides are still like that. Yeah. And that's how the Transformers in. So you're sitting there and it feels like you're moving, but you're not.
Yeah. That's how the, what was it? The Shrek.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's like 4D. So like shoot stuff at you and the smells and stuff. So Aaron was tripping because you think his little mind, right? It probably felt super, super real to him.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Because you had adults in there freaking out. It's weird. It's crazy how that works, though, dog. Like you have the screens around you. You're just sitting in this place that really is. It's rocking, but it's not going anywhere. But when you're completely immersed again, your brain tells you that you are on the top of this building and you're falling off. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But he did all the rides.
Nice.
Except for he couldn't do Harry Potter because he was too little. But he did all of them. Why are we talking about Aaron? What the fuck brought? Oh,
why not?
Why not?
Why not?
We never have. There's no direction.
Shout out to Aaron,
yeah, shout out to AA
we need him
Ron.
on the pod one of these days,
He is
dog.
at the end. It's the New Mexico podcast.
All right.
That's how we're gonna intro this bitch.
There it is.
You are now tuned in to Respect the Connect. I'm your host Johnny James, and I'm here with a few of my nearest and dearest. Jay, regular age Travis is in the building. How you doing, Jason?
I'm good, bro. I'm doing damn good.
Hips good because you're regular age now.
Yeah, regular age.
Hey, regular age,
hip
Jason.
problems.
No hip problems.
No dementia.
Middle age. That's what I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you middle age, Jason. Makes sense, right?
Big age.
Big age.
Big age.
Gang, Jason. Lenward's in the building. What is up, Lenward?
What's up, man? Nothing.
Nothing's up.
Yeah.
The ceiling.
There it is.
ceiling.
That's such a
Peace out.
90s question, right?
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, bro?
I haven't said that in a long time. What's up? It felt weird even saying it.
What's up, dog?
Episode 71 makes some motherfucking noise for up, dog.
Yeah.
Make some motherfucking noise. How was your weekend, fellas?
Damn, how was it? It was fun.
What'd you do?
It was good.
Any activities?
Football practice for my.
Oh yeah, football
for my
season's
kids.
back.
Yeah.
The question is, are you coaching now?
I'm helping out. Yeah.
So are you second coach, third coach? Because I know when you're
Nah,
a dad,
I'm
there's
just-
like four.
Are you
There's like
executive
6 of
coach?
them.
No, I am not the head coach. I am like just coaching line and helping
Okay.
out.
Line
Like,
coach.
You're
Yeah.
the co-coach.
Yeah.
That's like 4 down, right?
Yeah.
The
I
tiers.
I just yell at all the big boys.
Move
Yeah. Block.
now.
Move your feet. Stop being
Did you
lazy.
ever play football?
No, I didn't.
No.
No, my parents wouldn't let me.
You just watch some YouTube videos and you're like, I can teach
man,
them.
you know, that's it. I did the training real quick online. It was good. I got a
always say that.
certificate.
They always say that, and I feel like that's a disrespectful thing to say. Every time I hear it, I'm like, damn, that's kind of disrespectful.
What's
when they
that?
say those that can't do teach.
Oh yeah,
Tell me that's not disrespectful.
it is.
That sounds disrespectful, right?
It is. It's not true either.
I don't think so either.
You got to be able to do something to be able to teach it.
That's just
You
a
might not be able to do it at a professional level.
yeah. No, that's just a jab. I
still
feel
teach
like
it. It is.
That's an underhanded compliment, dog.
It's not a compliment at all.
No,
It's
those
just a
who
fucking
can't do
underhanded.
teach,
Yeah.
you little bitch.
Yeah.
You can't do shit. So go teach a motherfucker. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. I think it's true for some things. Like you ever see Finding Forrester?
Yeah.
So like the way his teacher used to come at the kid,
Okay.
because he was like, oh, he always wanted to have a book and he wanted people to appreciate him, and he didn't believe the dude could write and all that shit. Like that stuff does happen. You do have times where your mentors like cannot be supportive or like want to hold you back, but a lot of times, man, like the people who teach in this world, they fucking love kids and they're trying to like share the world with them and everything like that. It's disrespectful to treat them like they're all dumb.
There's a accepted disrespect towards teachers, dog, that people are just like, fuck it.
I know.
It's like the world wants to just wipe their ass with, well, maybe not the world.
Yeah.
This might be a Western civilization.
I was going to say, I think it's a little
here.
more Western culture.
It's a little more United States, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Let's just pay them shekels, have them watch all these wild ass kids and disrespect them in the process.
Yeah, I mean, where else?
Our children are the future, but
fuck these teachers.
Let's try to save a little bit of dime on what we pay them.
Let's save a little bit on this future.
Yeah, fuck these teachers.
To the teachers, they got like a coupon. All right, well, we got this, so you only qualify for this amount.
Yeah. They get their summers off.
We need you 90 hours a week.
And, bro, and that's not, and then they got to take the shit home with them too. And bro, summers ain't even summers anymore. I blinked and this summer was over.
It almost is too.
Dog,
they're going to school. They're going to school in a month.
Not even a month.
Yeah.
Less than.
What is it,
Summer's
July?
over.
It's like
They go back like August.
They go like
August
first or second
7th
week of
or
August.
some shit like that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I love it.
So how was your weekend, Jay? You didn't spend it disrespecting teachers, did you?
Nah.
I'm just checking, dog.
Slapping books out of kids' hands.
I worked on a remodel, bro. Me and Chad and myself actually knocked out a bunch of shit.
You and Chatteriah Craig remodeling what?
Just one of the properties. Converting one of the units we have, updating the kitchen.
Fucking Monopoly, man, over here.
Trying, bro.
One of the properties, I'm going to charge you when you land on this, B.
That's how he's
You
playing.
getting taxed, son?
That's the plan, bro.
You getting taxed.
I'm the bank.
I'm the bank. Man, I haven't played Monopoly in a really, really long time.
Really?
That game just takes a long ass time, dog.
Man, you playing with the wrong people.
So there's levels to this.
I'm gentrifying that whole motherfucker as fast as possible, boy. I'm putting you broke motherfuckers out.
I'm gentrifying the fuck.
Quick. You don't want to buy it. It's up for auction.
Okay.
$10.
That's funny. That's
I
funny.
love Monopoly, man.
Yeah, bro. I just haven't played it in a really long
same here.
time, dog.
Yeah.
I love Monopoly and I love chess.
Yeah.
Those are two of my favorite board games, dog.
I get you. On
Board
some,
games
I
kind of
get
went
at you on
out.
some chess.
They kind of went out the window when I got my 64.
Board games?
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking millennial.
Yeah.
Fucking millennial.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You don't play any board games?
No. Oh, it's been a long time, bro.
You don't
But
play, do you play cards?
I know you're a Drake
Shoots
fan.
and
I know you be
ladders.
playing some Candyland.
Hey, motherfucker. Hey, motherfucker.
Hey,
You
that's
better
out of
watch-
pocket.
You better watch it.
Hey.
No,
I said
don't
fan.
I don't got time to play fucking games.
There you go.
That was it. Listen, motherfucker, I ain't got time for games. It's real life shit, bro.
Yeah.
So, what was your favorite board game before you let your brain rot with Nintendo, Jason?
I don't know. Actually, we did play Monopoly. Probably was the one that we did play at the crib.
It was like a household,
It was
like
the
it was a
household
must,
one,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you play it? And you know, there's that. What's that one rule? Community parking.
Yeah.
You play it that way?
Where would you put the $50 behind it
Yeah.
and all that?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes.
You just followed the rules.
Not always.
The
Because
brat.
most people don't know the rules.
I mean, facts. I mean, you kind of just. Well, isn't that part of the game though, right?
Well, the rules are a lot more wide open than people realize.
I was always trying to steal money and shit when I play that game.
Because I wouldn't have let you be the bank. I'd have been like, nah, bro. Nah.
This motherfucker's stealing. He's stealing from the bank.
Nah. You got to present a diploma to be sitting on this bank. Sorry, Johnny.
I swear to God, this was my money.
I need a college degree.
I don't know how it got over there. I don't know. It was up my sleeve. What?
This is my $100. Yeah, I haven't played Monopoly in a long time, bro.
He just got a pocket full of $500
Yeah.
bills. Like,
How'd you get that
even
shit?
steal the smaller ones, Johnny.
So that's why I never beat you.
Yeah. So, okay. what's the end of a monopoly? How the fuck? What's the winning point?
You bankrupt everybody else.
Everybody's out of
That's the
money.
whole
Everybody's
game.
done. You run it all. It's a monopoly.
It ends up being one or two people, or like two or three people, but usually it just comes down to two, and it's like I own half the board or more than half the board, and you own the other half, and it's like if you land on my shit, I'm taxing you as much as possible. And if I land on your shit, I expect to pay through the nose, and then we just keep playing until
Someone's broke.
somebody's broke.
I don't think
And
I've
you
ever
can't
finished a game of Monopoly.
Because most people don't play to the point where they like, once you buy the property, if you turn the card over, you can mortgage it and get cash value for it from the bank and all this other stuff. Most people don't get into all that shit. Like they just,
You know what though? I learned more
Quit
about
playing.
that shit playing that game than I did in school.
yeah.
Facts.
For sure.
That's the first time I heard those words and I figured out how that stuff like worked. I didn't learn that stuff until like maybe 8th grade when they started trying to teach us how to like write checks and like get a bank account.
They don't even teach people
They
that.
don't, bro. That's what they need to be
crazy.
teaching.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. I know Jay don't like teachers, but that's what they need to teach.
That's why.
I can always spin the narrative somehow. We talk about something and it turns into Jay not liking them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm a bad guy. Don't.
He said that so calmly. He's just like, I'm a bad motherfucker.
I'm a bad, but that was like Samuel L. Jackson
Yeah.
level right there, bro. He's like, I'm a bad motherfucker.
There's no convincing him.
Talking about bad motherfuckers, Slim motherfucking Shady.
No.
Yeah.
Slim motherfucking Shady. And I'm not going to say shit at all. I'm going to go to this motherfucker right here first.
I know. Yeah, I was wanting to hear your
Did you listen to the album from start to finish?
Yes. Multiple times.
What do you think?
It was all right.
All
Pretty
right.
good. Yeah,
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was better than I expected it to be. It didn't have the teeth that I hoped it would have, but I don't think he's got that in him anymore.
Man.
What teeth were you looking for?
He ain't really going at nobody that can really like go back at him or really has like he was kind of punching down a little bit.
He said it a bunch of times, though. He
Yeah.
was punching down.
He was, yeah. And, you know, like, I feel like, although it's very familiar territory for him to, like, make jokes about, like, gay people and midgets and stuff like that, there's something a little too juvenile about it at this point.
And I think that I
know that's what he was going
Okay,
for, so
I'm not gonna get there yet.
He succeeded.
Yep.
He succeeded. I'm just saying, for me, that's not necessarily something that I'm going to want to listen to again and again. There's a couple of records that I'm like, yo, these are dope. I'll listen to those again. But there's plenty that I'm just never going to care to hear anymore. Yeah.
That's a fair assessment coming from you, Len Words.
I'm a fair guy.
I feel though, I wanted more of the story from you.
Of the story.
Yes.
Well-
of what the album meant. That's what
Okay, so
because you're a writer, dog.
'cause-
So I wanted that. But before we get there,
Okay, because I can speak
let's
to
go to the producer.
Go ahead.
What's up?
What'd you think of the death of Slim Shady?
About what? No, I'm just kidding. It was dope. There was a couple tracks I probably would have left off there.
Which ones?
What's that one? Where it's like, get on the dance floor.
Okay,
Christopher
you missed the
Reeves?
point of the song.
No. Like, you know, I caught it.
Why was it on there?
Because he's taking a shot at Christopher
No,
Reeves.
that is not why it was on there.
Why?
Okay, why?
Okay, this album, right? The thread throughout the whole thing is about getting older and accepting change. Sometimes you have to become a person to get to a place in life. That doesn't mean you're only that person. The beginning of the album starts with Slim in control, completely. The persona that got him where he needed to be. Wilding out, taking shots at fucking everybody. Fourth track is the Christopher Reeves song that was recorded in 2004 and was supposed to be on Encore. That's Slim in complete control. He's showing the contrast in how far he's grown as an artist and as a man, as a grown-up. He needed Slim in the beginning of the career. Slim would have killed him if he continued down the same path. The thread of the album for me, as a fan for fucking over 25 years, was an appreciation of where he's been and where he's at. As an artist, as a dad, and as a fucking individual, as a man. Once it gets to Guilty Conscience 2, he's saying, what the fuck are you talking about? You're a 13-year-old kid still. You haven't grown up. And Slim's like, you're a pussy. The same fucker that wouldn't have taken shit from nobody now has a conscience? Fuck this dude. It's a fucking deep dive in somebody battling with getting older and growing up. That's the whole project.
And I think he's trying to get all of his shit talking out because he's killing Slim Shady.
No. Again, did not kill Slim Shady. When he gets to the end of Guilty Conscience, he wakes up. And Johnny noticed this. It's the very first time in his whole career that he talks to Paul. Paul always leaves him a message, or he leaves Paul a message. He says, oh, fucking, he was taking over shit, and he was talking shit about midgets, and gay people didn't want to fucking fuck with me anymore, and I was talking about transgenders and all kinds of crazy shit. And then Paul's like, fuck you, and he hangs up the phone. And and M starts laughing. And then after that part of the album is when you get him. He's grown now, and he's reflecting. You get the song for Haley. You get the Save Me record. You get the record. You get the This Is What Would Have Happened if I continued to do what you guys wanted me to do. I had to grow. I had to change. Because I could do this. Eminem, this Slim Shady shit for me is easy. He was rapping with ease, bro. The fucking, the lyrics, the way he was wording, it was fucking insane. That first half of the fucking album, holy fuck. He sounded like vintage Slim, but with his new way of stringing words together. The entendres, the fucking inside the wordplay is bonkers. For me as a fan of his catalog for years, I never thought he would take out one of the top three, which for me was Marshall Mathers, Slim Shady, and the Eminem Show. This album has effectively pushed the Eminem Show to 4, and it has entered the 3rd spot.
Really?
It's fucking genius. And that's why I wanted to hear from the writer.
I didn't catch any of that.
Go back in.
I'll look at it again. I definitely understood, like, my interpretation of him going against the alter ego was like him literally like trying to put that ego to bed, trying to put that persona to bed and battling with it. But I felt like I lost that thread toward the end, and it just kind of felt like just a couple of extra records to kind of be put in there. But like the emotional records, the record, because he did 2 where he was talking to his daughter.
Yeah, the one was a song for Haley, and then the one was the song about if he would have died.
Right.
With Jelly Roll.
Yeah, and both of those to me felt like they belonged either on a different project or at a different place in the sequence because it felt like tacked on.
Think about it though. That's the contrast. That's what he's. So the whole first half of it is him battling with who he used to be and who people still want him to be, right? Vintage Slim. We want the Slim that didn't give a fuck. We want the angry Slim. We want him to go at everybody. That's what everybody wants. And he could do that easily. He could do that easily. He even says, I got total control because you fed me pills and you fed me alcohol and I was completely in control. Completely. Proof passed. He almost died. The only way for him to move forward was to grow as a person. And that's for all of us, dog. If we're still the same fucker we were at 20, at 40, what the something went seriously wrong here, dog. Seriously. So Guilty Conscience 2 is the break. That's him, and that song is a fucking masterpiece. Holy fuck. I never thought anything would outdo the first Guilty Conscience.
Man, I feel like I've heard a lot of this stuff already. Like I know it's good, but to me it's like it's good to the level that like I already know he can do it. So like we said before, when the other single came out and we were talking about it, I don't feel like I'm hearing anything new. It's just it seems like he's still battling the same demon, and that's the same story that he's continued to have constantly throughout his career. I'm not saying he's not good at what he does. I'm just saying it's like it's the same thing that I feel like I've already heard him do. So that's why I'm not like super excited about it. I mean, I'm not as big of I'm not as into the records as you are. But like I said, I'll listen to it again. I felt like if there was a thread, I lost it like 2/3, 3/4 in, and it just felt like, okay, let's tack on these other couple records because
And it's
these are the heartstrings.
That's why for me, I think I'm gonna put it above the Eminem show because the story, the way he told it, and what's even crazier. And I was reading this today. If you listen to it backwards, it's like Slim killing M.
Oh gosh. Okay.
You go backwards, and it's a reverse of the whole situation. It's Slim, and then it starts with Slim spitting on M's grave, right? But he never kills him. It's him coming to the realization the only way to get rid of him is to get rid of himself. That's why he says it's a homicide. It's a homicide and a suicide together, right? So he realizes the only way to completely get rid of that, which is him, dog.
That alter ego
right?
is his
It's
ego.
him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The only way to get rid of that entirely is to kill himself.
Right.
And that's what almost happened. So that's why we get the perspective of that very last song from him saying it from a way of if I would. And what's crazy about that song, the audio in the beginning is real. It's real audio of him when it was right before he overdosed. And he's talking to his daughter and she's all, wake up. And he's all, I'm tired. You could hear him like slurring his words. It's real fucking audio that he threw on there.
That's crazy.
As fuck. So you go forward, you go that way. So I obviously fucking have listened to this a fucking million times and I had my
I was gonna say,
motherfucking
what
microscope.
do you think of this album, bro?
I had my fucking, dog.
I think we know.
Yeah, I was paying attention because I've all the way from start to finish, right? From the beginning of his career to where we are now. And as a fan, like as long as I've been, like you've seen this story. And Dom brought up a good point. It was kind of like how Marvel started somewhere and then they ended it with Endgame, and you got to see the like, oh my God, this is like a full circle moment. That's kind of how this album felt, right? But when you dig just a little bit under the surface, you can see it's about getting older, dog. It's about, yeah, things aren't the same, right? But things shouldn't be the same, right? You gotta change, dog. You gotta change. You gotta evolve or die.
I mean, do you feel like he demonstrated any like actual growth? Because to me, if that's the storyline or the point, then he just demonstrated the struggle.
I know he's still
Back
battling.
and forth.
He's still battling.
Yeah, but he
with it.
never really like
And I think
overcame it.
I think that's the part of it too. Are you ever really gonna fully overcome it? Because coming from an addict
I don't think
standpoint,
he is, 'cause-
well, but think of it like this though. Like I understand that struggle coming from an addict's point of view, right? You're never. It's always just right there in arm's reach, right? You could be in recovery and sober for 10 years. And it's crazy because that next relapse is always like
It's just one drink
It's
away.
just one drink away. It's just one phone call away. Do you ever fully get over those type of things? Is a question there too, right?
I mean, depends on how long you identify as an addict.
Exactly.
Because if you think that's a permanent
Then you're
circumstance,
permanently stuck there.
then, you know, you're always going to have that monkey to knock off your
It's
back.
interesting you said that because some of my homies that I thought were never going to climb out of that hole completely shifted their lives around completely. Like I'm talking like, and they were like bottom of the barrel. I'm talking like we're living under your bridge. Like they're robbing and stealing from everybody, even the homies, their mom, the worst of the worst. No one ever thought they'd get clean. And some of them now are clean for like 10, fucking 12 years. And they don't refer to themselves as addicts.
See? That's part of it. That self-talk counts.
Yep. They don't refer to
That's a big
themselves as
deal.
addicts. And so, how I got to listen to it was crazy. It's like the whole thing, dog, for me, bro. So before we keep going, I do agree that's one of my least favorite songs on the record. It's not. That's not the M that I enjoy
Which
like
one,
fuck,
the
right?
last one?
The one with Christopher Reeves, right?
Oh,
dude
the
that
Christopher
that where
Reeves.
he's
But
like-
I mean, like again, my whole takeaway is this album was he's trying to get rid of Slim Shady, right? But I think as the artist, I think he's gonna. This album was his last like major shots at Ja Rule, Benzino, all these. You know, he said all these last fuck shit, cunt, slut, balls. You know what I mean? He said all that that way for these his next projects. He's probably gonna be more on some shit like that he did with Joyner Lucas, like spitting bars and not really battling demons.
Fuck, there was so many bars on this album, though, dog.
It was stupid,
bro. The bars, my God, bro.
Yeah.
What about the? Hey, he's been waiting years to go fully at Diddy. Years.
What?
Years.
And that's all we
got? Sorry, Puff. I don't give a fuck if the chick was my own mother. Come on, dog. Bro, he went in, dog, on Diddy. He talked about him trying to blow up Kid Cudi's car. He talked about him running out the fucking hotel with a dildo in his ass. I knew that was gonna be one of the. I knew
but
one
they
of.
bleeped their name out.
But they had to. There's always on one album like that.
Yeah, why do you think
Same
they
reason.
did?
Same reason they bleeped out. They take 4 kids from Columbine, stand them all in line, add an AK-47, revolver with 9. It's the climate. The label will be like, nah, we got to chop that off. And that's what they've always done. Except for he hasn't had bleeped out words since the Eminem show. Almost every album, they let him say whatever the fuck he wanted. And he even talks about it. He's all, let's see if I can get away with it now that I'm not as big as I once was. So he respits those Marshall Mathers LP lyrics, and they let him say it. Right now, the climate with Diddy, they probably didn't want Cassie coming with any kind of legal bullshit. So that the label made him chop it. But we all knew what he was saying.
Yeah.
The rhyme sequence was right there. Bro, he's all, you get the steel toe, bro. And again, what a lot of people are misdiagnosing with him just going at Candace, she started it first. She called him, this was before everything.
Okay.
She said that he was a closeted gay man for like absolutely no reason like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That Eminem was a closeted gay man and he needed to come out of the closet and da-da-da, right? So it took him this long to go. Fuck, bro. And then she responded. Now it's back and forth.
What did she say?
She broke down the bars.
She just keeps laughing at him.
But she broke down the bars on her podcast, and it was insane to hear her read them.
All I see is a white man attacking a sister. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
That's what they were saying when he released that single about Megan Thee Stallion.
And he
about
went
her
at
feet.
Lizzo and Megan Thee Stallion. Look.
Hey, what about that record, though?
Racist misogynist. And he needs to be canceled.
What about that, though? What about the fat one, though, when he talks about, he's all, yeah, we shouldn't say anything about it. We should just talk about how it's good to have high cholesterol. And, bro.
I actually really liked where he was going on that record.
I know.
I was like,
He's
give
spitting.
me a little more Eminem like this, and I'm with it.
He's spitting.
That part, like, I fuck with that because he actually had something to say.
Oh my
he was
God.
delivering it really, really well. And he was saying some shit that most people in his position would not bother to say.
He didn't just spell rapper and leave out a P.
Did he? Bars. The bars.
Stupid,
brother,
bro.
it's going to take some people years, and they might not ever get all of them.
They won't.
No.
They'll stop
It's
listening.
too much.
It's too much.
It was so dope the way I got to experience it, bro. Out in Cali with the fam, my boys. You know, the older ones are old enough to like get it, right? They understand it, and it was a trip because we listened to it as it came out all together, song for song. And I used to do that with the homies, bro. When Eminem would drop a project, we'd sit there and dissect it song for song. So I got to do that with my kids, bro. It was so fucking dope. Nice. It was the shit. We'd stop it, we rewound it. And then like it was over. And none of them had got to experience like a drop like that. Because you don't roll out records like that anymore. Where you have to listen from start to finish and you pick it apart and there's all this stuff that's in it. They got to experience it for the first time and like they were like,
You didn't do that to Babytron?
I mean I didn't do it for what's the last time you've done that to an album?
Yeah, it's been a long
I know what you
fucking
should
time.
say, but you're not going to say it.
What's up?
Because you don't like Kendrick Lamar, Jason, or teachers.
Mainly teachers.
Mainly teachers. He's a teacher. Because he can't do, right?
Yeah. I can't do
Obviously.
shit.
No, I'm saying Kendrick.
Oh.
Yeah.
This. You missed it, Jay. Come on, I threw you. I lobbed it up. You're supposed to slam dunk
I
it.
can't do shit. Neither could Kendrick.
Neither
I
can
guess, bro.
Kendrick. I think the last time I did that was on To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay.
When I really, and then when you get to the end and it's Pac, fucking boom, mind blown.
I think I've done that with all of Kendrick's
Yeah.
albums.
The last time I really remember
think
it,
of-
like, I'm Damn does the same thing too.
Dan was like that too. Yeah, that love's gonna get you. Yeah. And that whole poetry was just like talking about meeting that old lady and
You know, Damn's the same
You've lost
as
something.
the Death of Slim Shady too, to where you listen to it backwards, it's a completely different story. It's the same story, but different.
really.
Yeah, listen to it out of order from last song to first song. Next time you get a chance.
Oh my god, man.
You got to do it. This is how I've always digested music, bro.
Did you play it backwards? Looking for
Bro.
the secret messages. What do the demons want me to do now?
What is it? So Lucifer.
Hail the devil. Yeah. But then now you got all kinds of conspiracy theories that are on TikTok. They're like, oh my God, look at this song. It's called Evil and Lucifer. And you know what else I love too? That he had Bizarre on the record, bro.
Yeah.
That
You
was
know what?
the shit,
I
bro.
actually follow the dude who produced that track.
Oh, really?
Foulmouth. Shout out to Foulmouth, bro. He, it's crazy, dog. Cause I followed him and I like seen him like level up, and then I seen him get Bizarre in his studio, like in his like basement studio, doing some shit, and then like a year later, now he landed a fucking placement on
M's
Eminem
fucking
shit,
record.
I didn't need
He
a
did
Bizarre
that.
verse.
What is the one?
Antichrist.
Antichrist, bro.
Yeah.
That was the track he did, and that was the one that had.
I didn't need a Bizarre verse. I was glad I got it though.
Why?
Because you got to listen again, Leonard. It's all a part of
you
what he's
laughing?
trying to say.
His bar, he goes, where's Megan Thee Stallion? I want to suck
I
that
want to
toe.
suck that
Yeah.
toe.
It's fucking stupid.
Hey, what did he say? He's all, I'm gonna get on Haley Jade's podcast.
Yeah.
bro.
The reason I thought it was appropriate is because the whole first half of the album is Slim in entire control.
Okay.
He's wilding the fuck out. And that's why the Christopher Reeves track was on there. Because I feel that was probably back when M was like, man, I've never taken a record off. I took this record off because he died. That was the beginning of him maybe starting to think a little differently versus fuck it, I'm gonna let it all fly.
And then Slim, what his rebuttal is to that?
I did that on purpose to fuck up the song
he only
for us.
died exactly,
he died
fuck up
just
the
to fuck
song.
up the release.
Bro, and he was able to hit those pockets and the voice again. But
the one he's on Kate Jenner. No, fuck that. I'm a man, bitch. Man, bitch. That shit's stupid.
Dog,
bro.
I'm gonna be listening to this. For me, there's nothing that's gonna top this album this year. There's no fucking
It
way.
was dope. It was dope.
Okay.
There's no way. And then to top it all off, if it wasn't even enough for me to be able to experience it from next level, they do the pop-up and we're right next to it on Fairfax.
I know. I was gonna say that was really dope, bro.
Bro. I'm like, we're going. I don't give a fuck.
Did you know that was gonna happen? Or?
Yeah, because I follow Complex and shit like that. But I was like, I looked and I'm like, oh, they talked about it the day the album dropped. So I told Dom, I'm like, we're fucking going, bro. I don't give a
find it,
shit,
yeah.
man. We're figuring this out. So we pull up and there's a fucking line down Fairfax. It's hotter than an otter out of the water up in that bitch.
Oh shit.
So we're standing there, all of us, and it's cool because like it's like Complex did it, right? So it looked like it looked like a funeral home. What was the funeral home called though, Dom? I keep forgetting.
Pop some pills.
Pop some pills.
Yeah.
It was like Palm some pills, hills. So you walk in, they give you the obituary, and his like the casket's there. He's there in his Jason mask, and you have what's the fucking car?
The hearse?
A hearse is in there, and then there's all kinds of pictures on the wall of him in his Jason mask, and there's nothing but black flowers all over it. And then they have like the racks where the shirts are, right? And it's just a few shirts that are there. You go up to the front, you tell them what shirt you want, and you get the whole experience.
And you pay $160.
It wasn't that expensive, bro. The shirts were only $40.
So that picture you showed me earlier with the guy with the white hair in the casket, that was supposed to be him?
Yeah, in the casket, it was supposed to be him with his mask on.
Why do you have white hair?
No, he had the blonde wig on.
Oh, I thought I was about to say, man, Jay, we saw that picture Jay put up earlier today on the IG, and I told y'all, man, he got to get rid of hair, that color treatment he
Oh.
got in his beard, boy. That's just
I
bad,
mean, I think he just needs to get rid of the whole beard entirely, right?
That's not a good look, man.
Well, and especially, you know, coming from,
It's
you
just
know,
too dark, man. Like,
well, it's
he's
too dark,
50.
but it's not even just that it's too dark and it's not full enough.
That too.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it like comes over his lips a little bit. Like, he probably wouldn't be bad if he just got, you know, get rid of it. Just gone, probably. Especially coming from me, you know what I'm saying? Your genetics be rocking, you know, kind of kicking that Spaniard indigenous mix, right? I agree though. I don't think I'm gonna do that when I start getting like gray and shit.
You're not gonna color it?
I don't think so, dog.
I didn't, so
I don't think I'm gonna
it's
do
funny.
it. What about you, Jay? You start coloring your shit?
Colors it now.
Because probably not anymore.
now that you guys are saying
You gotta call me out.
like, I didn't know it wasn't cool.
What are you
but-
talking about? What are you?
Jay used to have a teacher pull up and she would color his beard.
No, I don't.
No, I don't do that shit. I just really can't see myself doing that. I don't know. Maybe if I like go fully gray.
Play, but yeah.
It doesn't last very long though. My hair grows longer. My hair grows fast as fuck. I'll be dyeing that shit every day.
Yeah. It's too much work.
I feel like it is.
Yeah.
I feel like I have more gray hair than both of you guys, though.
Not more
Maybe
than me,
not
my
you.
guy. Yeah, maybe not too old. Guy.
Why?
I didn't say that.
He's all, maybe not this old motherfucker.
Maybe
right
not you,
here.
sir.
You're would be considered a baby Gen X, right?
Well, I'm the youngest.
Yeah,
of
you're
the
the
Gen
baby.
X, yeah.
I'm an elder
It
millennial.
Started in the 80s.
You're a baby Gen X. Because millennials are 81 to 96, I believe.
yeah, something like that.
Dom, you're what, Gen Z, huh? He don't want to admit it, but it's cool. I mean, I love all the Gen Zs too.
He's on his phone. He'll get back to you.
He'll get back to you. The Gen Z will get back to me when he's off his phone.
Yeah,
No, he just sent, he messaged you on Facebook.
Oh, he did,
right.
huh? Yeah, I am.
He responded.
I just messaged you.
I just sent you a text. Read your.
right.
No, it
Did you
wasn't
check your
Facebook
phone?
then.
It was Snap.
It wasn't Facebook.
It
He'd be
was Snapchat.
60 if he messaged me on Facebook.
You guys don't got the microchip implant?
Right.
Oh, you guys-
I just
guys
told
ain't
you.
got
Didn't you
them
hear me?
joints yet? Yeah, that was cool though. It was just added to it, bro.
That's dope.
And then we're out there, and the fucking family text starts going crazy. You see what happened? You see what happened? You see what happened? They shot at the president. They shot at the ex-president.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like on the, where were we? I think I was somewhere that I didn't have really good footage. Yeah, we were footage.
Yeah.
We were in the ocean. I was trying to fucking park. That's what the fuck I was doing. They were in the ocean. It took me an hour and a half to find fucking parking.
Where?
At Hermosa Beach.
Really?
Bro,
Yeah,
do
it's
not
crazy.
go on a motherfucking Saturday, bro. Oh. Don't do it. It was a nightmare. I was ready to fucking kill people.
He's all, get out the car. You
Get the
guys go.
fuck out of the car.
Y'all just
go to
go
the
have
fucking
fun.
ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had accepted my fate at that time.
Did you end up making it to the ocean though?
I did. And then it got cold as fuck. So we
about
had
to
to leave
say-
right away.
Sun went
He
down.
just long enough to circle the parking lot. And
Pretty much.
Came back.
I got out. I got my feet wet. Time to dip. Let's go get some food. But the family text was just blowing up. Boom, 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 boom. So I get to go back to the hotel and I watch it. Man, dog, that shit's crazy, my dude.
It is. It is.
Like, where the fuck are we now? Like, what's next? Where are we as a society, as a country? Like, are we going backwards? Are we going forwards? Are we going sideways? Where the fuck are we going? Here.
Down.
Down, down, down. You got the AC remote? Turn that bitch on real quick, Jay. I don't know. Like, it's kind of crazy because me and you had a conversation about Kennedy a few weeks ago. Remember?
Yeah.
I think it was for the 4th of July.
Yeah. And I told y'all about Robert De Niro
Oh, yeah.
setting this shit up.
Oh, shit.
I told y'all.
Wait, what happened?
I forgot about that.
Bobby De Niro, Taxi Driver.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You ever see Taxi Driver?
He hasn't seen it yet. I
Oh,
don't think.
okay. It's about a crazy loner motherfucker trying to impress some girl who goes after a politician, tries to kill him.
But see, now Robert De Niro, he's been like very vocal, would be the word I would use, I guess.
Yeah, you can call
Very
it that.
vocal.
Yeah.
Very vocal about his appreciation, support of the other side.
Yeah.
You think that type of shit radicalized people to stand in the position they are right now? That type of narrative?
I don't know how MK Ultra works. All I know is I've seen the Manchurian Candidate, and I know that there can be subconscious triggers that don't connect to everybody else, but they might connect to somebody who's being trained or manipulated to do something out of character. So I don't know. All I know is I had a feeling that something like this was going to happen. I felt like when De Niro stepped up, it was unusual and strange that that particular guy who played that particular role was fermenting that type of feeling, because usually you get an actor who plays a role and there's some sort of like compassion that they have for the character. And I think if he had that, or he had a compassion for anyone in that real life predicament, he wouldn't have been trying to encourage anyone to do something. Because I don't think most people actually want to see other people get harmed. I think we have seen in the last couple of days how callous many of us have become because we're not affected by the idea that somebody almost got their head blown off on
Not
TV.
even, not even a little bit. I
like-
feel like no one even reacted.
Yeah.
You could even see it in the crowd. The crowd didn't even react.
And that to me is more concerning than anything. Is just that it just becomes a sideshow for everyone else, and it's just like, oh, did you see what happened on Trump this week?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a cartoon.
That was concerning to me as well.
Yeah.
The amount of people that
Kind of
just
made jokes.
made
first.
jokes, really didn't give a fuck, right? No matter what you think, no matter what side you're on, my dude, that's a human being.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's on national television, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
we're
good.
the
It's good
United,
it didn't happen.
brother. We're the United
like
States
that.
of America. What would have happened if he would have been successful? What kind of country would we have woke up to that next day?
Well,
I mean-
what kind of country did we wake up to when
With JFK.
JFK? Yeah.
But the country wasn't as divided as it is now.
Yeah. People didn't agree with JFK, but you can for damn sure know that the majority of the country supported the president at the time. We're now so divisive that we're literally looking at it like, oh, they missed. You should have aimed a little higher. Like, people are saying stuff like
I
this
know.
now. And maybe they're being a little facetious or a little tongue-in-cheek, but, I mean, that's... If I was a betting man and I was betting against society, that's my money right there. That's where I'm banking on, is that people just don't care about each other anymore. And that's the harder part to see, where it's just a joke to everybody. And they say it's important and everything else, but I'm not seeing that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not seeing the compassion anywhere,
No.
which part of the reason why I'm like not really checking in on any of this stuff anymore.
Well, because
doesn't-
it weighs heavy, that it feels like there's nothing you can do about it, and it also feels like nobody gives a fuck.
And it feels like some of the hokey stuff, like the suspicious stuff, the stuff that seems like shenanigans, it's like that's the stuff that most people just seem to want to argue most about,
Yeah.
but nobody really wants to talk about any like real ideas. You remember the Eleanor Roosevelt quote about how certain people pay attention to ideas, certain people talk about people, certain people talk about events, depending on, like how aware you are. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of people who are talking about people, somewhat talking about events, but let's have conversations about the broader ideas. We're not so much having any of those.
No. No.
And that's what I think we're missing out on, is the opportunity to have real conversations about how we should handle ourselves politically in this country, and we're not having those conversations.
No.
It's just this freak show.
Bro, this man was centimeters away from getting popped on live television
Yeah.
in front of everybody. The dude behind him lost his life in the whole middle of all this.
Right.
Again, there's a callus, bro. There's like it's not even on one side.
Right.
You can't even
it's
say
everybody.
it's just one side.
Yeah.
There's a callus that's just like, whatever.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the part that is most concerning. Like that's the part that hurts me more than anything, because I used to be deep into the politics, really like aware when it came to that stuff, and I used to stay plugged in from when I was a kid. My dad used to get Time magazine. I used to read Time. I used to read the Detroit News like consistently, so I was always up on what was going on. I was always curious about that sort of stuff, and I believed and bought into it. And that peak moment was probably during like the Obama presidency and that whole rollout. I was really like, yeah, okay, change can happen. But what I've seen since has just been so disappointing and heartbreaking. It's just like, fuck, man. Like, not only did we not change, but we got way fucking worse. And we started to hate each other. And I noticed it more so when, like, we used to all clown on George Bush. You know, oh, he's dumb. You know, he's stupid. You know, and that was funny to, you know, say. But nobody ever really, at least I didn't, really think that the man was like unqualified. Yeah. He might have been a nepotism, you know, hire because of the family name, but it never felt like he shouldn't really, like, he didn't belong. Now it feels like we're just dealing with people who don't belong in leadership positions, and we're not having serious conversations about anything. And policies are being enforced and supported and created behind closed doors by unaccountable groups of people. And they're just like, hey, here's the new agenda. This is what we're doing now. And it's like, well, what's that shit?
And
Where did
that's
that
the thing
come
too
from?
is like a lot of these people don't have like any like the education, like a college education, to really know. Yeah, this stuff you're changing. Actually, this is what it's gonna fucking do.
Yeah.
You know, financially down the road or medically down the road to some families. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the shooter was what, 20?
20.
Yeah, he was young.
He was young, right? It's just like how the fuck did he get up there?
People were pointing him out, bro. People were in the crowd were pointing him out.
How the fuck did he get up there? Right?
Don't get me to.
Oh, I know.
Hit my button.
I'm saying, like, it's what's his name? That country rapper artist dude.
Crit.
Fuck. No.
Pimp C.
No, white dude.
Jelly Roll. Yellow Wolf.
Ryan Upchurch.
Oh yeah.
Ryan
I
Upchurch.
wouldn't have got there.
Yeah, he's Nashville. He's huge.
Okay.
He pointed out that there was a water tower that overlooked everything. That was like 3 stories or 2 stories higher than every building that was there. So, I mean, it was a complete breakdown of the protection that's supposed to be given to presidents and former presidents, correct? We can all agree on that.
It seems like it.
In some way, shape, or form. Yeah. But see, what's fucked up is going back to JFK and all that type of stuff. I feel like there's this thread in all of us that just don't believe anything right away.
Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? That we don't just drink the Kool-Aid. We're like, oh, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I want to see. Like, I want to know more information.
Well, you know that whole term conspiracy theorist came after the Kennedy assassination.
For real?
Yeah. Like, that was what the CIA used as a term to tag people who were looking into.
That were on the fringe.
Oh wow.
Or people who were questioning the story of the Kennedy assassination.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So that term actually comes from the American government or the United States government, like, and they used that term as a label to mischaracterize people who were curious about the holes in that story. And
That's
now,
crazy.
What have we learned over time is that they obviously had something to do with it. Like they did that.
98% correct. All of these conspiracy theorists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think you're doing the right thing to be cautious. I think the problem is it's now become so difficult to tell what you're looking at and whether or not only whether it's real, but trying to figure out whether there's 2 sides playing, whether there's 3 sides playing, who's doing what's legitimate,
and
like,
what's the end game.
Yeah, you can hardly tell anymore.
It's all the lines are blurred.
They try to blur them. They can't completely blur them out, but
once you follow the money.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Once you follow the money, it gets pretty clear.
But and also, like, when you can tell that there's like a very button-up solution being given to you, that's usually the shimmy.
Yeah.
You just got to look for the shake. But when they tell you, oh, we just cracked his phone and there was nothing there. Case closed.
Yeah. Case closed.
He's dead.
It was completely clean.
Yeah.
That was. See, that's what's.
That's
bro,
the type of shit where everybody should be like, bro, what?
nothing on it. He was
Yo,
just
we're
a
not
random.
even gonna check his DMs and see
Yeah.
who he was talking to. Like, there's nothing.
He just happened to be on the roof at that time, dog.
yeah,
That's it.
but again,
He was
like,
practicing shooting there.
Bro.
Trump just happened to be there.
If he
right,
right,
right.
that was this isn't the range. This is my usual shooting range. The fact that he just so happened to turn this way,
yeah, and someone tried to hit him.
crazy, bro. If he would have just stayed exactly where he was looking, I seen like the trajectory of where the bullet would have like hit him.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, bro. Split second.
Why do you think he came back and put his fist up like that? What do you think was going through? What do you think was going through? I'm a little curious what you think.
Let's hear
What
Jay.
was
do you
going
think?
through his head? What was going
head?
through his head?
What was going through his head?
Yeah, like because the bullet didn't.
Yeah.
What was
Well,
he thinking?
he's
at that
not going to
moment?
miss out on that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to miss out on any opportunity to pump a fist or get a word in, a last little word. So, I mean, I don't want to get too crazy into it, bro. Like,
I
Do you
want
think?
you
It,
to.
do you think
bro.
it was vanity?
Isn't it always?
I think it is. I think it is, but I think
What
that
is-
was
What does Al Pacino say? My favorite sin.
my favorite sin. Vanity.
Yeah.
My favorite sin. No, I think that really was. It showed honestly who we all are. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I know you've had like moments where you've been like close to being out of here. I've had them. I don't know if you've had them. But there's kind of like this like resurgence or relief when you realize you're still alive. Where
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, fuck
yeah.
yeah, like you
Oh,
charged
yeah.
the fuck up. Like,
Oh, yeah,
you can't,
bro.
and you can't change that. And I think that was a part of why he was just like, no, wait,
Fuck yeah.
fuck that,
Oh
fight.
yeah.
Like,
Same shit.
He wanted to talk some shit.
You know what it reminded me of? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. It reminded me of the
Tupac.
picture of Tupac. It reminded me of the picture with Tupac when they were putting him in the ambulance and he had two middle fingers up.
Yep.
Y'all
Motherfucker just shot
but you missed. You didn't kill me.
Yep.
I think, and I've said this multiple times, I do not endorse either fucking side. I'm for us.
Yeah.
I'm for the people. I love the place I'm from. I hate the people in charge. Mortal Technique said it. I think after this, it's pretty much a wrap. I think he's got
think
it
he won?
in the bag. I mean, don't you?
Nah, I think Kamala got a good shot.
Oh, yeah? He couldn't even say that with a straight face. Like, that was it. Like, if there was some, like, forces behind this, right? Let's walk down this fucking sketchy road.
Okay.
Whatever they were trying to accomplish, if they were on the opposite side, they fucked up.
Yeah. Are they gonna do it again?
Who knows?
Yeah.
What I think's crazy.
Now, okay, before we go further, if you're skeptical and you think that there's a part of you that's just like, Trump might have set this up to be some shit. If somebody tried him again, would you reconsider that position?
He's not saying you're saying that. He just said
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, I'm saying like if there's a part of you that you're like, you know what, shenanigans. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe not.
I mean, to be
but
honest,
if they
I
did
wouldn't-
it again,
I
if
wouldn't put
something
it past
happened
him
again.
But if somebody did do it again, then I would be like, all right.
Yeah, it's
let me
somebody's trying to-
correct myself.
So
all right.
how would you feel about that if someone who you wouldn't typically vote for, but has a legitimate right to pursue and be elected as the leader of the country that you live in, how would you feel to know that outside entities, foreign or domestic, are actually trying to knock this dude off? Like, that to me pisses me off more than anything, is that anyone feels like it's their right to determine these things by using violence or intimidation or any of this shit.
I
Like,
mean,
that's the
I'm
shit
glad
that
he
pisses
didn't
me
get
off.
taken out. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of the stuff
He's an old man.
Yeah,
Man.
a lot of the
let him
stuff
check
he's-
out in his own time, dog.
Not like
that's crazy.
That's,
I don't
bro,
agree with
That's
a lot of that
fucking
shit,
crazy.
but
He ain't in the streets like that.
if he would have gotten killed, he would have been fucking over glorified and come a martyr, and you know what I'm saying? And it would have been even worse than it is right now, because he'd be the fucking Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? But since obviously he didn't get taken out, then if to answer your question, yes, if he did get tried again, I would be like, all right, maybe it wasn't some shenanigans or a political stunt. And I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying
right.
it
This is a
okay?
hypothetical.
No, yeah.
I'm not.
Some people did get hurt. Somebody did lose their life,
Obviously.
and that's never cool or funny. But yeah, if he did get taken out, I would be like, all right, so
Someone's
we're a
trying to
lot
kill
more
this
fucked
dude.
up than I
Yeah.
thought.
Right. And that to me, that's how I feel now. I don't need to see more because I've seen enough already to be like, I don't like the path we're going on, and I'm hoping that people start to wake up faster and start really looking at not only the political climate, but like their own hearts. Like, do you really want to see a 70-year-old man
get his brains
get
blown
his
out.
fucking just get his shit pancaked on television?
Bro,
like,
people were saying, instead of, holy, this is fucking horrible, people were saying, it was just glass ricochet. What the fuck?
bro.
That's your reaction to dude almost getting his lights blown out on national TV? Not, yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad that he didn't get killed. Oh, no, it's cool. It was just a ricochet of glass.
Yeah, it was just glass.
So
it wasn't a bullet.
What's hard for me to even think that it was orchestrated from that end, brother, I've been shot at.
Yeah.
I've seen how bullets can go all over the fucking place,
Right,
my dude.
yeah.
Listen, what's
You
the
ain't got no
conversation?
control
What's the
over it.
conversation here? Like, listen, you got to turn your head 0.8 centimeters this way to make sure that this. Fuck no.
If you turn too far,
Fuck
taking a
no.
piece of your nose and your cheek.
He wants to be alive too bad to risk some wild shit like that.
Well, he was already kind of winning anyway. Like, just generally, most people already felt like he was ahead. So I don't know that it was necessary to try something like that. But again,
Isn't there better? I could have thought of a couple of better ideas.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
but
take him to court.
I mean,
That
But
doesn't
I-
do a
I-
fucking thing.
I also feel like there's a very good chance that there are plenty of crazy people out there who are plotting and planning these sorts of things all the time.
yeah.
And we're just a fucking cunt hair away from like this shit just going on. And we do have people whose job it is to play interference and stop that stuff from happening. But I also feel like they could be manipulated politically. And if someone says, hey, I know that guy's crazy and he's sitting up there in that clock tower, but that helps us. So we're going to let him
Leave
hang
him
out
up
up
there.
there. Yeah, we're going to leave him up
Let's
there.
see
for
how
an
this
hour and
plays out.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to take it slow.
What did he shoot? He got like 8 shots off, right?
I don't even know.
Yeah, it was
He got
something
like 8
crazy
shots
like
off
that.
before
Yeah,
they
yeah, before they
Bro.
knocked his ass down, and they knocked him down quick too. So it's not like they had to go looking for him or something. Like they got right up on there. And I was listening to some stuff today before I got over here where they were talking about like there were actual agents in the building that he was sitting on top of the roof in. Like they were inside of the building underneath where the
wild,
guy is
bro.
up there
It's wild.
doing what he's doing. So it's like that sort of level of ineptitude is kind of hard for me to be like, man, I don't know how much I believe these people just took a day off. They never take a day off, dog. Like, they're too fucking serious about the work they do.
I just got finished talking about how crazy it was over there at NASCAR.
Yeah, they almost whooped your ass.
They did. For real. Yeah, I wasn't even doing shit. I was just standing there looking New Mexican. That was all I was doing.
He was like, he's trouble.
Oh, get this fucking guy out of here. So that to me,
how did he get over the wall?
yeah, exactly. That to me, look at this fucking guy.
Lock him up. Lock him up.
Is a interesting dynamic to this story.
Yeah.
How the fuck did this guy get up there? this 20-year-old kid that obviously said had nothing on his phone, no agenda. This is going to be, you know what this is like, you know what it reminds me of? The Las Vegas shooting.
Right.
This reminds me of that.
This is exactly what I'm
When they're
talking
like,
about.
no one knows why he did this.
Yeah.
Like they did all this investigation and all this stuff, and they're like, well, I don't know. He just lost it.
And he's
There was
dead
no
now,
reason, and he's dead. So there's no way we could ask him any questions.
There's no answers.
There was just a bunch of pills and a bunch of alcohol, and that was it.
And that motherfucker had, I mean, you can't even call that shit the heat. That shit.
No, dog. That fool had a fucking bro. He was ready for World War III.
Right, he was nuking motherfuckers out of there.
That
boy.
shit was
That was
fucking
sad,
terrible,
bro.
bro. You know, I'm
That's
not even gonna lie. It's kind of creepy going to festivals in Vegas now, dog.
It should be.
It kind of is,
I've
bro.
always felt that way about like open air, like even like sports events and stuff like that. Like I never really felt comfortable just being in a crowd like that because I always just
you're
like
vulnerable.
where's the exits?
Yeah, you're
you know,
vulnerable.
like
You're
I don't
vulnerable.
want to get smashed. Like it's wild, but to think that somebody would be sitting up in a hotel somewhere and then just
wanted to
just black and
kill.
just start spraying on people. Like that's wild, dog. Like,
and it's the
that's
same,
wild.
bro. Here we are again. But this dude tried to take out a former president.
That's the thing.
dog.
Though. It's like, okay, they knew he was planning on speaking at this place for how long, right?
Right. Yeah. Months at least.
Secret Service. They
Would've
were in the
been down-
building.
yeah.
That the guy was on top of the roof.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it's wild. dog.
That's some Mr. Bean fucking Mr.
dog,
Magoo type
like,
shit.
This
That's
is
what I'm saying.
ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
like,
there's more to it, dog.
yeah.
There's
How did he get missed? Like, this
Right.
is-
it's the same way with the magic bullet to the JFK thing.
Yeah.
Bullet had to travel all, bro. Come on, dog. Like, really, you want us to believe this bullshit completely? And like I was saying, it sucks, but it's also like a good thing for us as a society. I think. Like, it would be nice to just instantly be like, oh, nope, that's got to be 100% the truth. That'd be kind of a cool little fairy tale way of living, right? Yeah. And man, I trust everything about everybody, and everybody has my best interest at heart.
Yeah. We're the good guys.
That's not how it is.
Yeah.
Every time something happens, my mind goes straight to, what else is, but what else?
Yeah.
I know this isn't all of it. Why are you not giving us all of the story? There's something else here. That happens every time.
Yeah.
And then, you start getting the pieces and you start, putting it together however you will. Yeah. But with situations like this, you're never gonna.
You'll never get straight answers.
Years and years. Look how long it's been since 9/11. There's still YouTube videos popping up about that other tower.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what, it'll always. And again, is it a bad thing that we question it right away? I don't think so.
I don't think it's bad that we question it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think we're in tune to fuckery. And
we are in tune to fuckery,
and we know when we're smelling some bullshit.
Yes, bro.
That's just what it is.
Like, the fuckery has a fragrance. I'm gonna rephrase that. The fuckery has a fragrance, Len words, and we could smell it, and it smells like shit.
Exactly.
I smell it. You smell that?
I do.
It's the fuckery, Jason.
Smells like some fuck shit.
No,
Smells like some fuck shit. Smells like some fuck shit. Well, I mean, I don't know where we go from here, fellas.
No.
We are definitely in some sort of uncharted territory, I think.
Are you voting Republican now that Amber Rose came over?
Man, she was saying wild shit about 3 years ago. Hey. She gonna make it clap from the front.
See it from the
Yeah,
front.
She was there yesterday
People
though, huh?
are ripping her apart too, bro.
Yeah.
They're like, she'll do anything to get seen or get recognized.
Well, that's the new currency, brother.
She's
Attention.
switching sides.
Attention is the new currency. And I don't see now a place where he loses this election. No.
Trump?
Yeah.
No.
I just can't see it.
No. I mean, I hope y'all are ready for a dictator because that's what they're going to line him up to
what
be.
it's going to be, bro.
Bro,
And here's my thing. I don't even know that that's really like what he wants or what the play is going to be. But I also see.
He said it to Putin when he was in power.
But
I mean,
is that
they all talk that shit, though,
is that
man,
the card? Is that the card you think they're gonna try and position this play as?
Yeah, because I don't think it's really up to him or Biden or anyone else. I think the people who are controlling
follow the money.
Yeah, I think the people who are in control of those circumstances are making sure that society is going in a certain way.
Yep.
And it's headed towards socialism,
And
social credit scores, communism.
I do want to point
chips
out
in
too
your hands,
all the people
like,
that he put
that's
in
where it's
power
going.
too when he was in power. He
Who's
put
this?
like judges and stuff. Trump,
Oh yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
he was planning on getting a second term, and here it is, and all his shit is lined up for.
But I don't think that he's like, because you got to remember, like, there's only so much one person can
Can
do.
actually do.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think part of the reason why Trump is a bit of a Washington outsider, and he can even make a call like, "Oh, I'm gonna drain the swamp," as if that could happen,
Nope. Swamp still pretty swampy.
because he's not an attorney, he's not a lawyer, so he's not a part of that clique, and that.
But I'm good. What I just said.
Uh-huh.
Look at the people that he appointed, though.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if all of his advisors are in that clique or are part of that, pledge that allegiance, I think it's harder for him to, even if he was an honest person, to be able to change anything, because we have that to be up against, is that infiltration that's going on, that we don't really know who's really deciding this stuff. We don't know who's writing these 1,000 pages worth of laws that get, glanced over, and then they get a brief, and then they vote for it, and then, we don't know what the fuck they put in there. They don't even know.
You know what I think is going to happen? 4 years are going to pass, and we're going to be having the same conversation about another situation. That's what's going to happen.
We will.
Yeah.
And we'll be looking at Trump and be like, I told you he was a dictator. And then be like, oh, but it's Biden's fault because Biden set it up bad. And Trump took
Amber
it
Rose is
over
gonna
and it
be
was
supporting-
bad. And,
She's going to be supporting somebody else.
She's gonna be supporting Kamala for.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to living our lives how we always do. Once all this stuff starts puttering out, and then it's gonna recycle itself and revamp itself in another 3 years for the next.
All I'm gonna say is everybody that owned businesses when Trump was in office said that was their best business years. So if there's nothing we can do to change it. You know what I'm saying? If he comes in power, I'm making sure my businesses are.
You just gotta
maxed
learn
out.
how to make the play
You know
play
what I'm
for
saying?
you, dog.
That's exactly it. My pops he follows this stuff like every day, and like I've been grilling
Mine
him. I'm
too.
like, Pops, I'm like, stop, like.
It's gonna make you sick. Yeah.
'cause I go over there and like his day, like he's already upset in the morning, like and it's just like, well,
It's not worth
stop
it.
watching this
Yeah,
shit.
this
Like
shit is not worth
this
it.
doesn't affect you personally, like at some point maybe it will, but. Listen to the 432 hertz.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
dog.
right.
Like
Chill out.
listen
Or
to
throwing
that.
some every little thing
Like-
is gonna be all right. Come
And
on,
that, exactly,
dog.
bro. But that's what I told him, and that's why I like you. I followed. I tried to follow the news and try to do all this, and bro, it got me so mad, and like I would get like anxiety because I'm like,
exactly.
fuck,
What are we
this
going to do?
motherfucker,
How are we
yeah,
going to solve
like-
it? Yeah.
and it's like. I'm doing what I can do.
Right.
I'm trying to make changes here at my crib,
Yep.
in my neighborhood, with me.
Yep.
Vote for who I think is the best candidate for what my beliefs are, dog. That's all I can do. Other than that,
Control what you can control.
Yeah,
man.
control-
we can't do
exactly.
nothing about that other shit. It just makes you, and that generation has a problem walking away from that.
Yeah.
That's just how they were raised, bro. Like they're plugged into the news and they're plugged into the sides and the differences, and like we got to kind of see behind the curtain, dog. Like we got to see Wizard of Oz, and he wasn't magical at all, dog. He was just some old fuck pressing buttons,
this
right?
tall,
Yeah, I don't fuck about this big. Like you ain't a wizard at all, dog. You're a liar, right? We got to see that, and they did, but I felt like that. I feel like they couldn't fully accept it, right?
You know what they got though? They grew up on nightly news. We grew up on cable news, and then our kids are growing up on internet.
Yep.
Feed,
Which is
like
internet
news
news.
feed.
no holds
Yeah.
barred.
Yeah, which is when you look at the difference between what Tom Brokaw or someone like that, a Dan Rather, what they represented as far as like truth and that like fourth estate that we're supposed to have here. Then we get into cable where everything became like, well, ratings, and we gotta just stay in front of the story
need
and
viewers,
the 24-hour news cycle. Now it's every time you turn your phone on or look at your phone, your news feed is gonna give you another dopamine hit of something to charge you up so you feel charged up. So everything that your dad and my dad feel when they watch the news or watch CNN or whatever they watch now, it's the same thing. It's just in a bigger hit. It's a different type of hit, but it's the same drug. We're all getting high off the same thing,
Yeah, I do not participate.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm cool.
You're good.
You
You don't feel anything anymore?
I'm talking. I do. I'm saying I don't participate in the way they get so caught up in this political atmosphere.
Got you.
I checked out years ago, Doug. Years ago. It was similar to when, and I've said this before, bro. I'm not a religious person.
Yeah.
No disrespect to anybody that's religious. I've seen religion change people for the better in my life, and they've lived a way better existence than they had before. So I don't knock it. It's just not for me. There was a time when I was in church, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, nah, this isn't it for me. I believe something else. There's something more than this. This is not how I'm going to digest this information. I feel the same way about the political spectrum of stuff.
Yeah.
The news and like the back and forth, and like I was always able to see the division. Like it was never like, it was always, it felt like teams. It's like, well, I like the Cowboys. Well, fuck you. I like the Broncos. It was that for me.
Right.
It never felt real. I don't know. I just never drank the Kool-Aid, dog.
But part of it, I think, what you're talking about is they don't teach us civics, so we don't have any like foundational understanding of how our group dynamics should work. So it's difficult as an adult to kind of make sense of it when you realize, oh, everything's corrupt and it's all about this or that or whatnot. And it's like, yeah, but there's a part of you that always understood community, nationalism, neighborhood, all those things. That's just inherent in who we are. Like we all understand you don't rob your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? If you got a little extra and you can help out,
you should.
The people in your house are good, help your next man out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Each one teach one. If you know some way to get money or come up
Pick
and it's
'em up.
legitimate, let me teach you. Let me show you how you want to learn. I'll help you eat.
I'm going to leave
Teach
this
a man
door
to
open
fish.
real quick, dog. Come
Exactly.
on. It took me a while to unlock this bitch, but it's open now. You shouldn't have to unlock it. I already got it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that all of us kind of are pre-programmed that way.
I think so,
and we're
too.
learning a different way to now think of each other, and it's not a better way.
No, I agree. I think
not
inherently, deep down, it's ingrained in us. Some people, they're not the majority, though.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
It's a small fraction of people that they're no conscience. Like you have serial killers, Jeffrey Dahmers and stuff like that, right? They're just, this is not right. They're not born. Same way you could like be born missing like a limb.
They don't have that inner monologue.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, it might just be that. But that's a small fraction of mankind. I feel right? There's a small fraction of us as humans that are capable of the most heinous acts and the most evil you've ever seen. But there's also the flip side to that same question, and I feel like the flip side is bigger. It's just the other one drowns it out. It's louder.
Yeah.
It's louder.
Yeah.
What do you think, fellas? Time to get the fuck up out of here.
Let's do it, bro.
Yeah.
Be better, bruh.
Yeah.
Fuck the louder end of that shit. Be good, bro. Be good to people. It's not that fucking difficult, man. Until next time, respect the connect. Peace.
It's thicker than neck.